Hi children, welcome to the social science class. Hope all of you understood the previous classes. What all things we learned in that classes? Yes, in the last class we discussed about global pressure belts like equatorial low pressure belt, subtropical high pressure belt, subpolar low pressure belt and polar high pressure belt. Today we will continue the same chapter. Here we will discuss about pressure belts and the factors influencing the formation of winds. First of all, atmospheric pressure and winds. Global variations in the atmospheric pressure lead to the formation of winds. The horizontal movement of air from a high pressure zone to a low pressure zone is called winds. For example, if there is high air pressure in region X and comparatively lower pressure in region Y, then the air moves from X to Y. Winds are named on the basis of the direction from which they blow. For example, the southwest monsoon wind is the wind blowing from the southwestern direction of India. There are some factors which influence the speed and direction of winds. They are pressure gradient force, Coriolis force and friction. Let's examine them one by one. First one, pressure gradient force. The change in air pressure over a distance is known as pressure gradient. The distance between isobars on maps represent different pressure gradients. When there is more distance between isobars, there is a smaller pressure gradient and this leads to gentle winds. When isobars are closely packed, there is a strong pressure gradient and winds are typically much stronger. Second factor influencing the speed and direction of wind is Coriolis force. Let's learn about it. Freely moving bodies gets deflected to the right in the northern hemisphere and to the left in the southern hemisphere due to the force generated as a result of Earth's rotation. This is known as Coriolis force. This force increases as it moves towards the poles from the equator. Admiral Farrell found out that the winds in the northern hemisphere deflect towards their right and those in the southern hemisphere deflect towards their left due to the Coriolis effect. This law put forward by him on the basis of this is known as Farrell's law. Last factor which influences the direction and speed of wind is friction. Let's examine it. The speed of wind will be high over ocean surfaces and level lands as the friction is less. On the other hand, the friction being more along difficult terrains and places with dense forest cover, the speed of wind will be less in those places. You have learned that there exist differences in pressure over different latitudinal zones at the global level. These pressure differences lead to the formation of winds. The winds developed between the global pressure belts can be generally called as planetary winds. The different planetary winds are trade winds, westerlies and polar easterlies. Let's study them in detail. First one is trade winds. We already know that wind moves from high pressure region to low pressure region. In subtropical high pressure belt, the winds blow continuously towards the equatorial low pressure belts. These are known as trade winds. As these winds blow from the northeast in the northern hemisphere, they are known as northeast trade winds. The zone where the trade winds from both the hemispheres converge is known as the intertropical convergence zone. Next one is westerlies. Westerlies blow from subtropical high pressure belt to subpolar low pressure belt. As the direction of these winds are mostly from the west, these are known as westerlies. The westerlies are stronger in the southern hemisphere than in the northern hemisphere. This is due to the vast expanse of the ocean in the southern hemisphere. Last one is polar easterlies. The polar winds are the cold winds that blow from the polar high pressure areas towards the subpolar low pressure belts. These winds blow from the east in both the hemispheres due to the Coriolis force. Hence, these are known as polar easterlies. Let's conclude today's topic. What all things we learned today? Yes, today we learned about relation between wind speed and air pressure, factors influencing speed and direction of winds like pressure gradient force, Coriolis force and friction, and the planetary winds like trade winds, westerlies and polar easterlies. Hope you all understood what we learned today. We will meet in the next class with the rest of the chapter. Thank you.